Life in the swamp is simple. Dirty. The swamp takes on a life of its own some days. There are plenty of harmless wild animals that pass within several feet of your small hut. It's like a community where everyone checks in on everyone else, always buzzing with life. One day, the swamp is eerily quiet. You're used to silence, sure. You've lived alone for the past 10 years. But this one is different. No animals have come to greet you today. No birds are singing. Not even the insects are making noise. You're not going out there. You're no dummy. When the animals flee, you stay hidden in your shack and wait out the danger. Better to be a little hungry than dead, right? The next day comes and goes with the occasional huge splash. You can't see where it's coming from since you couldn't afford windows when you had the shack built. Your stomach is starting to pain you and you need to get some food. Tonight, the creature should be sleeping and you'll just get a couple fish to tide you over. As darkness falls, you light a torch and creep out of your hut, doing your best to stop the old planks from creaking. The air is still, though you can see a couple fish swimming nearby. Not much, but it'll have to do. You cast your baited line into the water and wait. While you're sitting, you get a sensation you're being watched and the hair on the back of your neck stands up. Peering over your shoulder, you see only faint ripples in the water. Steeling yourself, you return to your fishing. Just 2 fish and you're back inside, safe. Out of the water leaps a huge frog-looking thing with 4 tentacles for arms and a tongue longer than your body is tall. It lashes you with a tentacle, crushing the life from your body as it slowly drags you to its mouth. Welcome back to a Compendium of Monsters. This week's entry: the Froghemoth. Before we get into it, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a lot. This is your friendly warning for mild Tomb of Annihilation spoilers ahead. If you don't want the module spoiled, get out of here. Goodbye. The origin story of Froghemoths is disputed. The Chultans have one version, and a wizard named Lum the Mad has another. The Chultan legend tells of Kubazan, the Froghemoth demigod. Ubtao forsook the land of Chult, and the Iblis Papazotl sent a frog to talk with Ubtao. Instead of talking with Ubtao, the frog got angry and tried to wrestle the Titan god. Much to Ubtao's amusement, Ubtao sent the frog back to Papazotl after giving him some tentacles to make the frog a better wrestler, and thus, the Froghemoths came into being. Lum the Mad's version of events is very simple. He recorded in a journal that says Froghemoths emerged from strange, cylindrical metal containers buried in the ground. No one has ever been able to verify this account, so whichever you believe is up to you. Froghemoths are a challenge level 10 monstrosity that are huge in size. They have an armor class of 14, average hit points of 184, a speed of 30 feet, and a swim speed of 30 feet. Froghemoths have dark vision out to 60 feet and are completely amphibious, meaning they can breathe both air and water. Froghemoths have 2 resistances, fire and lightning. While the former is perhaps obvious, their resistance to lightning is misleading due to their shock susceptibility. Shock susceptibility causes Froghemoths to get a debuff each time they're hit with lightning damage. There is no save the Froghemoth can make to end the effect early, and this trait limits its effectiveness in battle. Speaking of battle, Froghemoths have a multi-attack that allows them to hit 3 times. This doesn't sound bad until you look at what they can do. Their tentacle attack has an attached grapple, their bite attack has an attached swallow, and they can move you closer to them with a tongue attack that also might let them bite and swallow you. Are you a melee heavy adventuring party? Froghemoths can grapple up to 4 targets at once and have an additional 2 swallowed. You're gonna have a very bad time with these guys. Froghemoths are a species that are able to reproduce asexually once every few years, but are so indifferent to even their own kin that they're just as likely to eat their hatchling as they are to raise it. Froghemoths only lay a single egg every few years, so their willingness to eat their own kin is against most survival instincts, but then again, there are few predators that can kill a fully grown Froghemoth. Froghemoths have an unnatural hunger and can be persuaded to do basic tasks with food as a bribe. Just bear in mind you'll need a lot of food and may need to sacrifice a companion or 2 until the Froghemoth learns you bring food and not to eat you. You'll mostly find Froghemoths in murky water in marshes or swamps. They're very hard to spot because they only keep their eye stalk above water, leaving their huge body completely submerged. Froghemoths most often will surprise attack their prey and try to grapple as many targets as possible. Froghemoths are revered by bullywugs, which are a dickhead group of bipedal frogs typically found harassing other species in swamps or marshes. Bullywugs entice young Froghemoths with food to come and join the bullywug's lair. After a lot of food and some bullywugs are eaten, the Froghemoth will usually come live with the bullywug, seeing as the bullywugs protect and feed the Froghemoth while asking nothing in return. Seriously, if you assault a bullywug lair, you're less likely to get jumped just killing a few bullywugs versus if you attack the Froghemoth, in which case the entire lair will attack you at once. What a bizarre relationship, but they both get get something out of it, I guess. My players encountered a Froghemoth in the forbidden city of Omu, where it lurked in a pond just outside the entrance to Kubazan's shrine. It did surprise attack them, but a group of 6+ summons was easily able to kill the attacking Froghemoth. Better luck next time, buddy. Anyways, what do you all think of Froghemoths? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button and smash that like button. I'll see you all next time.